In this video, I'd like to demonstrate how we go from the building drain and connect to a stack which will extend to the second story floor system and provide a drain for the fixtures on the second floor. We're currently looking at the first floor, and we have two bathrooms on the second floor that we need to connect stacks, and so we'll take a look at the second floor. We see that I've already placed a toilet, two lavatories, a tub, and a shower, and we need to decide which wall we want to come up in with our stack. So in order to determine where to place the stack, we will we'll use a tool called a text entry, and we'll select the word from our list. We'll select the word stack, and we'll just place it on the plan, just anywhere on the plan. Now I can see that a good wall to use will be this kitchen wall. So in order to determine exactly where to place this stack, I'm going to use a reference line, and I'm going to draw it anywhere behind this toilet. I want the toilet to be between the reference line and the kitchen wall, so that when I highlight the word stack, it throws a dimension line out to that reference line. So I'm going to put my stack in the kitchen wall where I want it, and I'm going to click on it so it's highlighted. It'll turn red, and I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard, and I'm going to move it left and right. And what I'm looking for is I want that red line to intersect the toilet on the second floor, right down the center of that toilet. And I also want to use my arrow keys to make sure that the stack is right in the center of that kitchen wall, and I'm going to press the enter key. Okay, now I know my stack is in alignment. So I no longer need to use this reference line, so I'm going to delete it, and I can go ahead and draw a horizontal branch leading to the stack. So I'll select DWV and check my pipe size, and I'm going to start on the word stack, and I'm going to move the cursor toward the building drain, and I'm going to release it right there on the building drain. And that brought a stack up that is in a good position to serve the toilet on the second floor. Now, let's say, for instance, I have a joist under this kitchen wall that I need to circumvent. Well, let me go ahead and draw that joist in there. And let's make it about that size there. Okay, now I need to work around that, so I'm going to disconnect this horizontal pipe from the stack, and now I'm going to come up at a 45-degree angle, and then I'm just going to connect this stack to that angled pipe, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it up into the second story floor system. And you can see I've navigated around that joist. So I no longer need the word stack. I'll just delete it. And I want to make sure this pipe is right in the kitchen wall, so I'll highlight it, and with my arrow keys I'll center it in that wall. This might be a good time to add a clean out. If it's a crawl space, you can put the clean out down here in the crawl space. If it's a concrete slab, you can use a clean out T here in the kitchen. Okay, so now we're ready to extend our pipe over and into the second story floor system. So this will be a good time to switch back to plan view, and we want to make sure we're working with the second story branch and not the one in the crawl space. So we'll draw a square around the second floor, and that grays out all the piping that's in the crawl space. So I'll go ahead and switch to my second story floor level, which is floor level 1, and I can highlight this horizontal branch and I'll drag it right on over to the toilet and release it, and it will automatically make a connection to the toilet, and we can see that in the side view. So now we're in the second story floor system. Again, we'll draw a square around that area so we gray out everything in the crawl space, and we're ready to connect our shower, tub, and 2 lavatories. We'll select the appropriate pipe size, start at either fixture, and just drag a pipe over to that horizontal branch, and we'll also connect the tub in the same manner. And some codes allow you to wet vent your horizontal piping, and that's what we'll do in this case. Now, in order to wet vent the shower, I'm going to have to cross over the tub drain. So I'll go ahead and draw my pipe. Then I'll switch to side view, and I'll need to use my viewfinder because everything is kind of jumbled up together, and I want to focus on this pipe leading over to the lavatory. So all the other pipes are grayed out, and what I want to do here is I want to raise this fitting up at a 22.5 degree angle, and then I'll draw a horizontal pipe off of that, and as you can see, I've effectively jumped over the shower drain or the tub drain. So now going back to plan view, I can now connect my lavatory. Let's move it into the wall first. I'm going to just draw a pipe over from the lavatory to that branch. So now there's a good chance there may be a joist under these lavatories. So what I'll do is I'll use a similar method that I used in the crawl space to circumvent that joist, and I'll go to the front view. I'll need my viewfinder again so that I can focus in on the correct pipe, and I'll do one lavatory at a time. I'll highlight it, I'll draw a diagonal or a 45 degree pipe, and then I'll reconnect the lavatory, effectively jumping over that joist. And that's one lavatory. Now I'll do the other one in the same manner. And these lavatories are set in vanities, so we do have some space under the cabinet we can use. Okay, so we've circumvented this joist under that wall. And now we're ready to extend our vents through the roof for these two lavatories. We'll go to the side view, and we'll be nice to the electrician and try to avoid his light box. And we'll just make this pipe 1.5 all the way into the attic. And we might need a 2-inch vent through the roof, so we'll make this one, we'll change it to 2-inch. Go around the electrician's box into the attic. Now I want to connect these two vents together in a vent header, so I'll just simply join them like that. Now we can see this a little more clearly in the isometric view. And we'll zoom out and get a bigger picture. And we can see it a lot more clearly in the 3D view. And there it is. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching.